Okay, you won't believe these DIYs I'm about to show you started at Dollar Tree. Today, I'm showing you 3 incredibly easy DIYs that will instantly upgrade your bathroom to a high-end look without the luxury price tag. My name is Nora G and welcome to my nook. These DIYs look so expensive, your guests won't believe you made them for just a few dollars. These are the kind of projects you save and then actually go make. So if you've been wanting to elevate your space on a budget, you're going to love this. Seriously, you're going to want to copy this immediately. So let's jump right into project number 1. Project number 1 is a complete showstopper. We are making a high-end pebble mat that looks like it came straight out of a luxury hotel catalog. Now I grabbed 12 packs of these Black River pebbles from Dollar Tree, and for the base I'm using 2 of these beige rugs. I would have preferred black, but that's fixable. Okay, first things first, I glue them together. Pro tip: if your Dollar Tree doesn't have black rugs, don't worry, okay? I'm going to show you how to customize these. I took them outside for a quick coat of black spray paint. This ensures that even if there are tiny gaps between our stones, the base blends in perfectly for that seamless high-end look. Once the rugs are dry, it's time for the most important part, the glue. For a project like this that deals with weight and moisture, you must use a heavy-duty adhesive. I'm using E6000 glue. It is waterproof and has that permanent hold we need. You can also use Gorilla Glue or Gorilla Construction Glue for this. I like to start right in the center of the rug. As you can see, this helps keep the pattern symmetrical as we work our way out. Apply a generous dab of glue to the flat side of your pebble and press it firmly into the rug fibers. You want to nestle them close together, almost like a puzzle. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this part did take some time and patience, okay? It is actually very therapeutic to me, in my opinion. Take your time to select the right shapes and mixing and matching the sizes to make sure there are no large gaps. It took me about an hour. If you're doing this at home, put on your favorite podcast or a Nora G's Nook playlist and just enjoy the process. By using 2 rugs side by side, we are creating a substantial oversized mat that feels much more expensive than a tiny standard one. This is a great way to make a small bathroom feel much more grand. Alright, so once all 12 packs are down and A6000 has time to set, here is an optional but highly recommended step. You can go over the top with a coat of Gorilla Glue spray. This will add an extra layer of protection and gives the stones a beautiful subtle sheen that really makes that black color pop. It makes the pebbles look wet and high-end, just like a real spa. Look at that. And here it is styled in my bathroom. Can you even believe this was made with Dollar Tree rocks? It is heavy, it is durable, and it feels amazing under your feet. It is the perfect way to add texture and a designer touch to your space for under $20. So please do tell me, what do you think about this particular DIY? I'd love to know. Okay guys, I would also have the full step-by-step of this DIY and all the other DIYs in this video on my blog www.noragsnook.com. So make sure to check it out for the full supply list and the full step-by-step guide if you would prefer that. For DIY number 2, I'm starting with this wooden sign as our plinth or base. I'm also using 4 cherub statues, each in different positions to give the piece movement and character, along with 2 mosaic candle holders, spray paint, which we're going to use to transform everything else. To give it that cohesive, expensive feel, I'm spray painting the cherubs in a brilliant metallic gold. While they dry, I went on to make these mosaic holders from Dollar Tree look like custom art piece. by adding some incredible texture to it using a hot glue vein technique and some gold leaf. You can find the link for the gold leaf I use in my Amazon storefront, linked down below in the description box. Okay guys, we aren't just making decor here, we are creating a custom designer cherub sculpture. This is an architectural statement piece that looks like it belongs in a high-end gallery or a luxury estate. Okay? Alright, so now I'm coating our base in the crisp white acrylic, and this white and gold combo is a classic luxury aesthetic. The magic happens when you brush away that excess gold leaf, which I'll be doing right now that everything is all set and dry. It reveals these stunning organic looking gold veins that wrap around the holders. I actually just did that on the front and back side of the holders. Just look at that. This texture is what takes it from a craft to a sculpture. It looks like weathered gold. Taking your time with this step is what makes the finished product look so authentic. Now, composition is key for a sculpture. I'm arranging the cherubs and columns to create a balanced, symmetrical look. We'll have our sentinel cherubs on the ends and more relaxed ones in the center to tell a little story. It gives the whole piece a story and a sense of movement. Make sure to dry fit them first before permanently gluing like you see me do. I went on to secure everything with A6000 for a strong permanent hold, and once it was fully set, just look at this. I love it. I started right in front of my vanity mirror, added some candles, and the way the lights hit the gold leaf and the different angles of the cherubs, it is just breathtaking to me. It's a total high-end transformation for just a few dollars. What do you think? Please do let me know in the comments. Okay guys, before we do carry on, word of the day is serenity, which is a state of being calm, peaceful and untroubled. And honestly, that is exactly the feeling I wanted to create with these DIYs. From the pebble spa mat that gives you that grounded spa-like feel under your feet, to the cherub sculpture with its soft, elegant presence, and then next we have the marble bathtub caddy that creates the perfect space for you to unwind. Every single piece was designed to turn your bathroom into a place of peace. Alright, so because at the end of the day, your home shouldn't just look beautiful. It should feel like a safe, calming space for you. Alright, so please do drop that in the comment section. Now for our third and final project, we are going big. I'm making a custom marble bathtub caddy that looks like it cost hundreds of dollars at a luxury home store. I'm starting with 8 of these rectangular green signs, like the sign says, go out and do amazing things. So here we are. To get that oversized high-end look, we need to build a solid base. So I am using A6000 glue to glue them in 2 sets of 4 side by side. Then I am joining these 2 sets together to create one long, sturdy wooden board. Because these signs were green, I'm giving the whole thing a light coat of white spray paint. This isn't about full coverage, it's just to prime the surface so the dark green doesn't show through our marble finish later. Now for the transformation. I'm using this gorgeous white marble contact paper from Amazon. I have linked it in my storefront below in the description box. So I measured it out with a little extra on the sides to ensure a clean wrap. So dry test this first, or dry fit this first before cutting, obviously. Here is a pro tip for longevity. Even though this is a peel and stick, I am going to be using Gorilla Glue spray for extra reinforcement, okay? Since this will be in a humid bathroom environment, we want that bond to be rock solid, guys. Smooth it out slowly to avoid any air bubbles. You can use your credit card for this, or any kind of sharp edge, square edged object to smooth it out. Take your time here. All right, don't worry about the very bottom being perfect because I have a special plan for that to make it feel truly premium. Alright, so just ignore the base. As you can see, it's not completely covered. Just make sure you want to be careful here when you're using Gorilla Glue spray paint for this, because at the least mistake, it's going to be hard for you to correct, okay? Alright, so to give these caddies that heavy designer weight and to make sure it never scratches your tub, we're finishing the bottom with this black felt fabric from Dollar Tree. I am attaching this as well with more Gorilla Glue spray. This small detail is what separates a craft from a product. It adds a layer of richness that feels so satisfying when you pick it up. It makes the whole piece feel substantial and professional, in my opinion. So I will go ahead and put that on, and then I will cut off the excesses on the sides with very sharp cuts. So I used 3 of these on the reverse side of our bathtub caddy or tray, whichever one you want to call it, okay? That's perfectly okay. So you can see my credit card right there, which I used to smoothen out the contact paper. I feel like that is the best thing to use for this. Now, you can buy pre-made handles. And I have done that in the previous video on the channel, which I will link above. But today, we are building our own for that custom look. And also in case you're not able to find any handles, you can do this. So I like to show variety. So I'm using small square blocks and wooden dowels from Dollar Tree. Use a ruler to mark where the exact length that you want. And then you can go ahead to cut it off with a hacksaw. Alright, so now I have 2 of them. A little sandpaper on the ends ensures everything is smooth. So you do not want to skip this step. So just make sure that you sandpaper them properly, that you can touch and you feel how smooth it feels. I am assembling these with E6000 glue once I'm done sandpapering them. So I'll go ahead and use E6000 glue and then lay the 2 small square blocks and glue them together. Like so. Alright, so once they are all set, I'm giving them a Lux Gold spray paint. So this is supposed to match the cherub sculpture we made earlier. Alright, so once they're dry, I'm going to go ahead to secure them onto our marble board, still using E6000 glue. This glue needs time to cure, so let it sit overnight for the strongest bond. Do not rush this process, alright? And here is our final reveal, guys. I styled this over my bathtub and I can't get over how perfectly it matches the marble flooring. Just look at that. It looks like a custom architectural piece. It is the perfect spot for a candle, as you can see, a book, or a glass of wine. That is all up to you. Can you believe this whole setup started with green Dollar Tree signs? No one will ever guess, obviously, unless you tell them. Well, if you're ready to copy this, let me know in the comments which of these 3 DIYs was your favorite. And also, you can check them out on the blog for step-by-step and the full supply list. Well guys, I am still in awe of how these 3 projects turned a few dollars into pure serenity for my bathroom. If you're ready to bring this high-end look into your own home, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to Nora G's Nook for more luxury DIYs on the budget. I want to know which of these 3 was your favorite. Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to check the description box for the links to my blog where I share the complete supply list and more DIYs. If you loved these bathroom transformations, you are going to be obsessed with this next video right here where I take on even more viral Dollar Tree hacks. Click that and I will see you over there. Thank you for watching.